guys, welcome back to Auto Detour. My name's Ryan. We have one more car review to get in today before we run out of sunlight, and that is the car behind me. Absolute classic is this is a 1991 Acura Nsx. So let's go take a look at it. So the Nsx is absolutely a beautiful car. It's one of those cars that it doesn't really show its age. You know, it still has beautiful lines that, you know, carry it well into the new ages. But obviously, it's got the pop-up headlights. But I actually love that about this car. It's such a clean look when they're down, kind of Ferrari 355-esque. But let's go over here and take a look at it. So like I said, this Nsx is a 1991. You know, it is a beautiful red. We put some aftermarket wheels on it, and let's be honest, the stock wheels off this generation of Nsx were totally hideous. So in my opinion, this is definitely an upgrade for this car. This car has, you know, in this year, the top should have been black. It has been painted red. And I think that's one of the things that makes it look more modern as well. I think that's a great look. This car does have aftermarket exhaust. The stainless tips look phenomenal. If you're familiar with the stock tips, they're kind of an oval shape with the pipe coming out of the center. Kind of a hokey look. But if you like that, I guess that's okay. But this one, believe it or not, has Flowmaster exhaust on it, and it actually sounds amazing. Well, as you can see, the car sounds pretty spectacular. So before you go roasting this car owner on putting Flowmaster exhaust on an Nsx, I would suggest that you listen to one first, and it is a very cost-effective option. But my opinion, it sounds just as good or better as a lot of the aftermarket exhausts for this car. So let's move along to the interior here. So we have black leather interior. As you can see, this car has about just under 48,000 miles on it. Looks absolutely stunning, especially in the sunset here. Before we run out of daylight, let's take it for a drive. Alright, so you can see I'm 6'5". There's still plenty of room in this car. Obviously my hair is taller than most, but it's barely touching the ceiling. So, but you know, I fit in here just fine, and you know, plenty of room for my feet. Unlike some of the other supercars where the pedal box is just so tight that you can basically only wear race shoes and get your feet in there if you have big feet. So here we go. So you beautiful car, and I think that is really one of the appeals of it. Is it performs well, but it's reliable. It's got it's basically a Honda V6 in it, and then it drives smoothly. Yeah, the no power steering can be kind of a pain, like if you're trying to maneuver around a parking lot or anything, but driving it, it loosens right up and it's no problem driving it. I can't get over how this car still smells new. You can still smell the leather. It's good materials, nothing's rattling. All I can hear is my hair scraping on the ceiling. What a great car. As far as driving, when people say cars drive like a go-kart, handling wise, this is it. You get the noise, you got the handling, and now these cars are going back up in price. You used to be able to pick one up 10 years ago for in the 30s. A car like this is going to be in the 50s, maybe 60 now, and I can imagine that they're only going to go up further in price, being that it's a manual 5-speed. So it's still a great car for the money. It is beautiful, but it is so much, how do I say it? It's so much different than this car. Now, I haven't driven a new NSX. Everything is electronic in that car, and it's hard for me to get excited about that car. But yeah, it's fast, but this car wasn't popular because it was fast. It was popular because it went around a track well. It had no power steering. You really felt like you were controlling the car. You weren't having computers drive it for you. That's why this car was popular. And I think that has a lot to do with why the new NSX wasn't nearly as popular as everyone thought it was going to be. I think people were disappointed when it came out. I can't talk about the new one too much because I haven't driven one, but that's just kind of the sense I get from people. Now, this car is just phenomenal, and I get why it's popular, and I get why it's increasing in value, and especially now that people realize the new one wasn't what they expected it to be. So anyway, that's my review on the NSX. But if you like what you see, please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit that stupid bell off to the side of the subscribe button so that you can get all the updates on my videos. There will be plenty more content coming out between other cars, the S8. We're going to be doing lots of fun stuff with that. So please stay tuned. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.